tell me a little bit about what's been going on in your life since the last time we talked.
All right, so I moved up to the Northern Virginia, DC area right before the new year. So I am now a member of CrossFit Reston, and I'm training up there with Jeff and Maggie. And I am working on studying to take the Virginia bar exam, so I'll take that at the end of February. So I'm taking a review course for that and studying, getting ready.
So how are you balancing preparing for the games and also getting ready for the bar exam?
So right now I'm just training, coaching, and studying. So during the day I wake up in the morning, go to the gym, coach, train myself, come home, study all afternoon, and then go. My class is at night, so I'll go from like 6 to 10 at night to class, come home, sleep, and get up and do it again. So that's how it's working right now.
I notice a lot of the top female athletes in this region like to do a lot of competitions. You'll see them at the Hopper, you'll see them here at Superfit. Is that something you guys plan out, that you guys all decide to do these competitions to see where you're at?
I think kind of. I mean, we don't necessarily, we'll talk to each other and be like, are you going to this one? Are you going to this one? So it's nice to go to competitions where there's other good females there to compete against. And it's a way just kind of see where you're at. And the other thing too is I love competing. This is what I love to do. So it's exciting for me and it's fun. It's good measuring stick, good measuring tool.
So how do you gauge where you're at based on these competitions? Like, is it by placement? Is it by performance? Are you worried if, like, say, Christy beats you at every one of these competitions or anything like that?
The placement thing is tough because that's an ego thing. So, where you're like, oh, I didn't place top 3, or I didn't win, I didn't this. So that's hard, but at the same time, especially with the local competitions, you have to look at the type of programming, which I think is a little different than what you see in maybe the Open and regionals and the games. Like this competition particularly, there's a lot of repeat movements. So we've got 2 WODs with cleans, 2 WODs with burpees, 2 WODs with running. Wall balls and thrusters are kind of the same type of movement. So you have to be like, all right, we're not maybe testing the same thing as I would test in, say, a regionals competition where they're getting a more overall picture. So you have to keep that in perspective, but at the same time, I think it's really good for exposing weaknesses. So I kind of can look at my individual performance and be like, okay, I really struggled with that one WOD. That's a skill I need to work. So I think it's good for that.
So how do you tweak your programming as it gets closer to the Open and to the games? Like, what do you change up that you do differently?
So kind of Jeremy Gordon out in CrossFit Hampton Roads is my coach, and he really thinks about pacing and peaking and things like that. So we structured my programming to try to kind of peak for this, and then we'll sort of try to slowly peak again, get through the Open, but peaking, at regionals times and qualify to the games. And what'll happen, the way we have it structured right now kind of is during the week is more of like the skill work and some WODs, and the weekends we set up as like competition style more. So those are my days more with multiple WODs and kind of mimicking a competition setting. And during the week is the less, I guess, traditional CrossFit stuff. So I'll have like a lot of maybe interval work and things like that, skill work and lifting. So that's kind of what we're doing, and as we get closer to competition, it becomes more of that traditional CrossFitting.
So what do you want to see in the games this year that you either didn't get to see last year in the games or that you want to have repeated?
Well, I always love the gymnastics stuff, so muscle ups, handstand walks, things like that. I would like to see bar muscle ups this year. I think that would be cool. Definitely nothing from the first WOD. I would not like to repeat that, the swimming, running, and the sand one. But yeah, they always come up with some neat things. I really liked the one from the games last year, the handstand push-up sled push one, because I did well at that. So something like that comes up again. I tend to like the heavier things, so versus the light, fast, longer ones.